welcome back to my channel. Today I'm excited to show you how to crochet this adorable cat pouch step by step. It's beginner friendly and I will guide you through each stitch, how to switch colors cleanly and how to get a nice finish on both sides. You can use this cute cat pouch to hold your headphones or lipstick, or just hang it on your back as a decoration. This is my first speaking video. English is not my first language, so I'm a little nervous and might make some mistakes, but I believe speaking will help me explain the tutorial better. And you can turn on the closed captions for a better understanding. So let's get started. For this project, you will need two colors of chenille yarn, some black yarn or thread for embroidery, a 5.5mm crochet hook, a pair of 12mm safety eyes, and a stitch marker. Now that you have got on your materials, let's begin. Normally, I like to start with a magic ring, but with chenille yarn, I don't recommend it. It tends to get stuck and hard to close, so here's a better way. Start with a slip knot. But don't pull it too tight. This slip knot will count as chain 1. We will be working into the chain just like a magic ring. Now chain 1. We are going to crochet 6 single crochets into the first chain. Start with 2 in purple yarn and then 2 in beige and finish with 2 more in purple. Insert your hook into the chain 1. Pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. This is our first single crochet. Make sure to place a stitch marker here to mark the first stitch. This will help you keep track and not get lost. Now crochet 1 more single crochet. And now we are going to switch to the beige yarn. Leave the purple loop hanging for now. Insert your hook into these 2 strands right here. Grab your new yarn, leave a long tail, and hold it in place like this. Now yarn over with the beige and pull it through. Start working your first single crochet in beige. To make the loose loop disappear, just gently pull the working yarn, and there it goes, nice and clean. For the next stitch, insert your hook into the same spot. I don't carry the 2 tail ends with me. I will hide them later. So now I just leave it here. But I do carry the working yarn from the previous color. So lay the purple yarn on top of your hook. Grab the beige yarn. Yarn over with the beige. Pull up a loop and finish your single crochet. Why do I show you this method? Because this way you get a clean finish on both sides. When you crochet a bag, it looks perfect on the outside and the inside, no messy yarn crossing everywhere. And personally, I just don't like the tangle look on the inside. So now we have done 2 single crochets in purple, 2 in beige, and we will switch back to the purple for the last 2 stitches. Insert your hook here, pick up a purple yarn again, work into the chain 1 single crochet, Give it a gentle pull to tighten the loop. There you go. One more single crochet, and don't forget to carry the beige yarn along this time. And that's it, our first row is complete with single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is our 6th. It might feel a little bit tricky at first, but I promise it's totally worth trying. Your work will look so much cleaner and more professional. Alright, let's move on to the next round. For this round, we are going to increase in every stitch. That means 6 increases total. And just in case you are new, an increase means making 2 single crochets in the same stitch. Here's our first stitch. Place your stitch marker and crochet 1 more single crochet in the same stitch. This is our first increase. Oh, I forget to bring the beige yarn with me. Let me undo that real quick. Totally normal. This happens a lot in crochet. Your brain's keeping track of the pattern, counting stitches, and remembering to carry yarn is actually a great workout for your mind. So if you ever forget something, no worries. Just undo it and do it again. That's part of the process. Okay, now let's try again. 1 stitch. Place your stitch marker and another one in the same space. That's our first increase. Now crochet 2 single crochets in the next stitch. That's our second increase. When you see the next stitch is in a different color, that means it's time to switch yarn. Just repeat the same color changing process I showed you earlier. Leave the loop here. Insert your hook into the 2 strands. Grab your new color and pull it through. Work 1 single crochet in that stitch first. Then gently pull the yarn to close the loose loop. Now do 1 more single crochet in the same stitch to finish the increase. Now crochet 2 single crochets in the next stitch using the beige yarn. The following stitch is in a different color, so it's time to switch back to that color. Two single crochets in the next stitch. And 2 more in the last stitch to finish the round. You should have 12 stitches in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. For round 3, we will do 1 single crochet, then 1 increase, and repeat that pattern until the end of the round. And when you see the next stitch is a different color from the one you are using, it's time to switch yarn. The color change steps are the same as before, only the stitch pattern is different. One single crochet, increase in the next stitch, repeat this pattern 5 more times. One single crochet and then increase. Switch the yarn, crochet one single crochet in the next stitch, and 2 single crochet in the next stitch. Repeat this pattern around until the end. So after finishing round 3, you should have 18 stitches. Now let's check the back side. Just like I promised, look how tidy it is. Do you like this clean look, or do you have your own way to keep it neat? Feel free to share it with me in the comments. It looks much cleaner than having the yarn crossing over each other on the inside. Now let's move on to round 4. For this round, the pattern is 1 single crochet, 1 increase, 1 single crochet, and repeat that until the end of the round. And of course, switch yarn colors whenever needed, just like before. Go ahead and crochet 1 single crochet, then 2 single crochets in the next stitch for the increase, and then 1 single crochet. So this is the pattern we will follow until the end of the round, switching yarn colors in between as needed. 1 single crochet, 1 increase, and then 1 single crochet. Switch the yarn and keep going with this pattern. You got this. One single crochet, one increase, and then 1 single crochet. I will see you at the end of this round. Round 5. For this round, we are going to do 3 single crochets, then 1 increase, and repeat that pattern. One, place your stitch marker. 2, 3 single crochet, and now 1 increase, 1 and 2 in the same stitch. Again, 1, 2, 3, and increase. Keep switching yarns as you go and just follow this pattern. I will meet you at the end of this round. Row 5 is done. Now it's time for our final round, where we will shape the ears. Start with 3 slip stitches. When you are working slip stitches and carrying the yarn along, carry it with the first slip stitch. 1. Place your stitch marker and leave it in the next stitch. 2. This way it stays hidden and doesn't show through your work. 3 slip stitches. In the next stitch, we will make a double crochet increase, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn through 2 loops, and yarn through 2 loops. Now repeat in the same stitch. Yarn through 2 loops and yarn through 2 loops. And there you go, a double crochet increase. Next, in the following stitch, we will do a treble crochet, chain 1 and another treble crochet. To make a treble, yarn over twice, insert your hook, pull up a loop. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 loops. Yarn through 2 loops, through 2 loops, and through 2 loops. This is what a treble crochet stitch looks like. Now chain 1, then yarn over twice again and make another treble crochet in the same stitch. Pull up a loop, yarn through 2, through 2, and through 2. In the next stitch, make 2 double crochet, one and one more. And now 3 slip stitches to bring us down. One, 2, 3. We have just made one ear. If you see a bit of yarn color popping up where it's not supposed to be, you can either pull the working yarn gently to tighten it, or use a smaller hook to pull it to the back. It will disappear. Small pieces like this really help keep your project looking clean and polished. For the next 12 stitches, we will do half double crochet increases. To make a half double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, then yarn through on 3 loops. Do that twice into the same stitch for the increase. Repeat this for the next stitch, and here we need to switch yarn to beige. Remember to insert your hook through the 3 loops. We will do 10 half double crochet increases in beige. 1 half double crochet, and 1 more half double crochet in the same stitch. I will speed up this part. Half double crochet increases are done. Sweep back to the purple and make 1 more half double crochet increase. One, and 2 half double crochet. Now we can trim the beige yarn and we won't need it anymore. Now just like before, 3 slip stitches. 1, 2, and 3. Double crochet increase. Triple crochet. Chain 1, triple crochet, and then double crochet increase. And we finish it up with 3 slip stitches. To make the strap, just chain 55 stitches. Then slip stitch into the first slip stitch to form the loop. Now trim the yarn. And pull the tail through. Try to clean up around a little bit. And use your hook to pull the tail through to the back. When hitting the yarn ends, try to match the same color tail to the same color area. That way everything looks nice and clean. Wave the tail forward. And then backward. Then trim the edge. I will meet you back after all the tails are hidden. Here's the front and back after we have hidden on the ends. Now it's time to insert the safety eyes. You can find the link to the eyes in the description below. We will place one eye between rows 3 and 4. Count 3 rows from the edge and insert the eye here. Do the same for the other side. To secure the eyes, use the protective bags. Press them firmly with your thumbs until they click into place. And that's it. 2 little cute eyes are on. I'm going to embroider the nose right between the 2 beige stitches here. Go over it 3 times for a nice and solid look. Then insert the needle just under the nose about 1 row down to create the line between the nose. Use your needle to adjust and shape it a little bit for a clean finish. The nose is done. Now let's move on to the whiskers. We are going to make 2 whiskers on each side. Do the same for the other side. Now we are going to make 3 straps on the forehead. We are done decorating the cat's face. Now we need to crochet one more piece just like this, but using only purple yarn, no beige yarn needed. You add the last slip stitch of roses. We are gonna go into chain 6 to form a loop. Then slip stitch into the first slip stitch of this round. Trim the yarn. Pull the tail to the back. And hide the ends neatly. Next, we will connect the 2 pieces with slip stitches. Place the front side on top of the back side. We will join them starting from the chain 1 of this ear to the chain 1 of the other ear. Each stitch has 2 loops. These look like little V's. This one is the front loop and this one is the back loop. On the front side, insert your hook only into the back loop. On the back side, work into the second loop. Insert your hook through the back loop on the front piece and the second loop on the back piece. Grab your yarn and pull it through both loops. Move to the next pair of loops on both sides and slip stitch again. Keep repeating until you reach the chain 1 of the other ear. At the chain 1, do one last slip stitch to close the seam. Trim the yarn and hide the tail inside. To close the pouch, simply thread the longer loop through the short loop. I also make an extra white line around the eyes to make it even cuter. Thank you so much for crocheting with me and spending your time here. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any videos. Follow me on social media. You can find the links in the description. If you have any requests or ideas, please share them in the comments. Have a wonderful day and happy hooks!